Hi, I'm Jessie. I'm a chef and food stylist in New York City. Today, I'm with my friend Calder in the Gourmia test kitchen, trying out some of their great new appliances. And on today's episode of Get Cooking with Gourmia, we are going to be using the Cookerific robotic cooker to make a delicious tofu ginger stir fry.
The Cookerific robotic cooker by Gourmia. I could not be more excited to try this thing out. Why is this thing so special?
Well, have you ever felt like you needed an extra set of hands in the kitchen?
All the time. I thought that's why I was here.
It's true, but he's not always here. If you need extra space on your stove, which we always need another burner, another set of hands prepping, this guy will do all that work for you. So let's get started.
Okay.
First thing is the tofu. So it's really important whenever you're cooking with tofu to make sure that you press it for about a half hour.
That's taking out the moisture, making it crisp up easier.
That's right. So you can see right here that there's a ton of water that's come out of this tofu, and all that water is going to be replaced with flavor. Why don't you get started on the marinade?
All right, so we got ginger, garlic, rice vinegar, sriracha, and soy sauce. So I'm gonna mince a bunch of ginger and a bunch of garlic, right?
That's right. And that's a really amazing flavor combination.
The basis of a lot of like Asian cooking, right?
Yeah. So I'm just cutting the tofu into about 1-inch pieces. If you're not a tofu fan, you can use this same recipe for shrimp, pork, chicken, beef. It goes on anything.
You smash pre-mincing?
I do.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know, I think it makes it easier. What's your technique?
I do it like an onion. I do the down and then across.
I think that's very fancy. This is the faster way, for sure. I'm all done with my garlic. Let me get it in the bowl over here.
And I'm almost done with the ginger.
Great. So it's just the scallions left, and I can work on that. Are you a big sriracha fan?
I love sriracha. I've not yet met a food that I do not think is improved with a squirt of sriracha on it. It's the 21st century ketchup, right?
I love it. If you're not a big fan of heat, you can leave it out, but it is so delicious.
Now, I love the simplicity of this marinade. Like you said, and then tablespoon. I'm just gonna eyeball it because we're in the Gourmia test kitchen.
That's right.
We're not in a laboratory. We are just having fun. So 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Glug, 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 glug. That's my scientific way to get 2 tablespoons. And 1 tablespoon of sriracha. Oh.
I think that's a little bit more than a tablespoon, but he likes it spicy.
I like it spicy.
All right, give that a good mix, and then I'll get the tofu in there.
It smells so good already.
So, if you have the Gourmia Marinade Express, which you should, this would take 15 minutes to marinate. If you don't, you should let it sit for at least a half hour just so all those flavors can really soak in. So usually with the stir fry, you have to spend a lot of time beforehand prepping all of your ingredients so they're ready to throw in the hot pan. But because we have the robotic cooker cooking with us
Wait, you don't
today,
have to? Because that's the stress in a stir fry.
Yeah.
It's being like, oh my God, I have to have my whole prep done. Oh my God, I've got high heat, oh smoke, burning. You don't have to do that with the robotic cooker?
You don't have to do it. And I like my tofu extra brown and crispy, so I'm gonna get that in the robotic cooker while we prep the rest of our ingredients. It's gonna save us so much time. And I'm gonna put all of that marinade in there too.
Because that's good stuff, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be the sauce for all of our veggies once we add those. Okay, closing the lid, and this is so insanely easy. All you do is hit the stir fry function here, and then hit the play button.
And just like that,
it's gonna do its thing.
It's doing its thing.
So while our robot is doing the stirring for us, our hands are free to do all of our vegetable prep. You're slicing up some shiitake mushrooms. I'm gonna work on some broccoli. And what's so great about stir fries is that you can really mix it up. These are some of my favorite vegetables, but use whatever you have in hand.
So you called this thing a robot earlier, and I think you meant to say robotic cooker. But it is kind of like a robot, right?
Yeah.
10 in 1, you just set it and forget it. It's the robotic cooker.
And it kind of looks like R2-D2
It looks
also.
a little bit, or Wally, your
Yeah.
robot of choice. See, you can either use your vegetable of choice or allude to your robot of choice. It doesn't matter. I like BB-8. I'm a fan.
Well, the Gourmia robotic cooker is doing all of the work. My hands are free to prep all of these vegetables. I could also use my free time to read a book or paint my nails or do whatever.
Watch TV, do the dishes, do your laundry, it doesn't matter. Now, should I use this nifty tool that you have?
I think you should. It's one of my favorite time savers.
How long do you want these?
That's a good length.
Okay.
It's like the traditional julienne, which takes forever to do.
But this
so if
thing
your
just...
knife skills aren't up to chef standards, this is a great way to get the same result. And I'm just shredding this cabbage nice and thin. I love purple cabbage just because it adds great color. And our robotic cooker is stirring our tofu and making sure that each piece spins. So the robotic cooker has this little arm that just spins around and flips over every piece of tofu.
Oh, look at that.
Look at those pieces. It's flipping, the little arm in there is flipping each piece. So it makes sure that every side of the tofu is gonna get equally brown. Every side.
So that's the beauty of this thing, is it's constant circulation. Besides its multifunctionality, it constantly circulates the food to give it an even brown, even cooking on everything.
It smells so good,
I know.
too.
Jesus. That's your marinade, Jesse.
I think we should start adding our veggies.
Ooh, look at that.
It looks so good,
Look at that robotic
right?
arm turning.
Okay, I'm gonna add my cabbage, some scallion greens, and a little bit of broccoli.
So I guess the air circulation, I know one of the things when you're stir frying is you never want to overload the wok or the pan, but I guess this mitigates that because of the circulation of the air.
Right, I mean, you can make a nice big stir fry to serve the whole family in this guy.
I love that. I just love that. Because one of the reasons I don't stir fry is because you have to take the steps. I just love that you can dump all this stuff right in there.
You can also make perfect rice to go along with your stir fry in here.
That's also a rice cooker?
That's right. So this needs a few more minutes until it's perfectly crisp and done, but luckily Caitlin already has one ready for us. So we were able to do all of our cleaning while this guy did all the cooking, and I think our stir fry is done. Let's check it out.
Ooh, smells good, looks good.
And
Still a little bit of sauce, and that robo arm is going around.
And we didn't have to do anything.
I mean, we chopped a little bit of vegetables and tofu and cooked some rice in one of the functions.
It's true. We only used 2 of the 10 functions today. This guy can do so many other things. It can grill. You can cook your steak in here. You can make rice, which we know. You can scramble eggs. You can even bake.
That's 5 things. I still need to find out what the other 5 things are, but we'll save that for another episode of cooking in
We
the
have
Gourmia.
a lot of testing to do here at the Gourmia Test Kitchen.
So correct me if I'm wrong, we didn't use any oil in this.
There's a little bit in the marinade.
A little bit in the marinade. Oh yeah, 2 tablespoons.
But this is a great nonstick surface, so you really don't have to use any more than that.
This is really terrific, or should I say,
Cookerific.
cookerific.
I think we need some forks.
We need
'cause
some
I can't wait
forks.
to try
Let me
it.
grab some forks.
Once again, Gourmia has totally changed the way I think about cooking. This stir fry, no stirring.
You know what? I'm stirred inside.
All right, let's try it.
Yummy. This is really good. Jesse, that marinade, killer, so simple.
It's dinner for the whole family in about 15 minutes flat. It's a good thing this guy saved us so much time today because we have a lot more work to do.
I know, we only did 2 of the 10 applications this thing offers. Cooking the rice and doing the stir fry. What else can it do?
I guess we'll just have to wait and see till next time.